Hello, good people. Welcome to Singing Dawn, a daily chant practice in the Benedictine spirit. I'm Ellen, and I am so glad that you are here today for our practice. Today is day 67, Thirsty. So sit yourself down, find a comfortable seat, get your feet flat on the floor, settle in. And as you send your awareness around your being, riding on your breath, in this moment, ask yourself, what desires do I sense in my body and my soul in this moment? What am I thirsty for? So I invite you to just sit with those questions blowing through your being in your breath as we get ready to enter our practice. Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising. Day is a breaking in my soul. So in our reading for the week from Revelation, we have this phrase, "To the thirsty I will give water as a gift from the spring of the water of life." To the thirsty. And in the prologue to his rule, Benedict quotes Psalm 34, verse 13, which goes like this: "Is there anyone here who yearns for life and desires to see good days?" Is there anyone here who yearns for life and desires to see good days? All the rest of what Benedict writes in his little book for beginners, as he calls it, all of the rest of it can be understood as a response to those who answer that question, yes, I yearn, I desire, I am thirsty. Being thirsty is presented as the sole condition for receiving the gift from the spring of the water of life. It seems to me something of a paradox that our longing, our reaching toward God is all that we need to recognize that we are already super saturated in God, in divine mercy. We already have what we long for, and we long for what we already have. God is making all things new, Revelation says. It is done. It's happening and it's done already. So in our practice today, I just want to incorporate that sense of yearning, of thirsting in our actions. So I invite you to just lay your hands across your upper chest, palms open and loose, and take some breaths in and out. And with each inhale, let your expanding lungs and opening, yearning heart rise up into your hands. So you really want to feel your lungs and your heart and your chest physically rising with that desire. And then with each exhale, imagine that you were letting the gift from the spring of the water of life pour down the back of your head, down the back of your neck, pour all the way down the whole length of your spine. So there's a lengthening and stretching up the front of you and a pouring out and grounding down the back of you. Just check that out for yourself. You want to feel your feet really flat on the floor. Rising in front, falling down the back. So our chanting then in this circle becomes and sounds the intimate co-inherence of this continuous Mobius strip of asking and receiving. The asking is the receiving is the asking, breath by breath, phrase by phrase. We're just going to sound some vowels and pitches. Rising up on the inhale. Grounding down on the exhale. So let's bring this rising and falling, this asking and being answered. Bring this consciousness of this cycle into our practice today. And I'd encourage you to be mindful of it, especially in the reading, as our thirst swells and blossoms from from silence, and then into speech, and then into one pitch, and then into our melodic improv. Let us sing the sound of our thirst, which itself becomes the sound of the gift from the spring of the water of life. Holy One, open my lips, and my mouth shall proclaim your praise. Glory be to the Mother, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as always before, so now and forever. Amen. We move into the silent reading from the book of Revelation. A reading from the book of Revelation. See, I am making all things new. It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. To the thirsty, I will give water as a gift from the spring of the water of life. A reading from the book of Revelation. See, I am making all things new. It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. To the thirsty I will give water as a gift from the spring of the water of life. A reading from the book of Revelation. See, I am making all things new. It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. The thirsty I will give water as a gift from the spring of the water of life. Spiritus Domini replevit orbem terrarum. Alleluia, alleluia. Spiritus Domini replevit orbem terrarum. Alleluia, alleluia. Et hoc qui continet omnia scientiam habet vocis. Alleluia, alleluia. Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto. Spiritus Domini replevit orbem terrarum. Alleluia, alleluia. Breathe in and out through your nose. Rest and soften and receive whatever you wish from our practice. Lay down and let go of whatever you're ready to be done with, to lighten your load as a result of our practice. And when you're ready, and as you wish, offer out into the world whatever you would like from the grace of the practice. Thank you so much for showing up today in your thirst and in the blessedness of your receiving, your enacting, your chanting. Thank you for being with me on this journey of singing dawn. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.